Hey, how's it going? It's Craig. I'm out in the garage and tonight we're playing Xbox 360 Roulette. Let's take a look. Okay, something I've made up on the spot. Similar concept to what people are doing with their gaming collecting. Here in the UK, a lot of people use CEX, which is an online retailer as well as a high street retailer. You can order games from their website. They come through the post, and then people are collecting them based on the condition of the cases, the condition of the disc or the cart, and then whether it's got a manual or not, and then making a decision whether they want to keep it or not and sending it back. It's a bit of a roulette whether you're going to get something decent, because half the time the manual's been nicked and everything else from them. So I'm doing that, but in a Goodwin's Place twist. I've picked up 6 Xbox 360 consoles that we're going to look at tonight, in a bundle with another console with it, which is a Nintendo Switch. I can't wait to work on this one. This one's got a blue screen of death on it, so I'm not going to do this now. I'm going to do this when I'm back from holiday in about 2-3 weeks time. Well, 2 weeks time. I'm only away for a week. I'm going to put it aside, do it when I'm back, because hopefully we can reflow the processor on there and get it working. If not, it's going to need a lot of parts and things working on it, so I'll need to have a look whether I can, even first of all, it's in my capability of doing so. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to working on that. So I'm going to put that one aside for now. It's paining me to do that because I want to get stuck into it. And we're going to have a look at these 6 Xbox 360 to see whether they work. So before we get into the 6 of them, comment down below here. Now pause the video. Comment down below how out of these 6 do you think they're going to work? How many do you think are going to work? So just to give you a hint, there's 5 fat models and 1 360S model. So that's got a bit of a hint. I've not tested any of these yet, but the fat models are prone to red ring of death, so who knows whether they're going to work or not. But yeah, comment down below, and then obviously comment down below at the end to let me know whether you got anywhere near what you think is going to work. So let's get stuck in. We'll have a look at the consoles one by one, and then we'll test them on the system after that to see whether they're working or not. Cool. Okay, so console number 1 is an Xbox 360 Fat. It's a standard edition with the white drive. I never remember what the different drive meant. Was it that they had hard drives with the ones with the silver drive on them? But we'll have a look at those in a second. It's got the cover for the hard drive. Cosmetically, it's in pretty good condition. All of them are. There's marks on them where they've been in the boot of the car and things like that. The only thing that's a problem with this one is the memory card slot. The spring has gone on that one. But other than that, cosmetically pretty good. So that's number 1 out of the way. Console number 2 is another fat edition. This one time we've got a silver drive on there, no hard drive on the top and no cover for the top of it either. Again, cosmetically in good condition. Memory card slots are good on this one, but the bottom slot where you plug your USB in, as the springs have gone on that one, so that one's a usual fault on these. I don't know whether I've ever gone into trying to fix these springs, but we can always have a look at that on another video. But otherwise, pretty good for console number 2. Console number 3, very similar to the console number 2. Same fault actually, the USB flap has gone. Silver drive on there, and missing hard drive, so no cover, no hard drive. Again, cosmetically good. None of them have got gouges at the back, which is pretty good. A good sign that nobody's tried to wedge them open to open up the case. So fingers crossed these are all virgin consoles and nobody's messed around with them before. But we'll have a look at that in a second. So that's console number 3. Console number 4. So another fat system with a silver drive, this time with a hard drive on there, and it's a 60GB hard drive. Again, cosmetically good. Everything seems to be there pretty much. This one's got a bit of damage to the label on the back up here, so it could be that somebody's tried playing around with it, but it doesn't look too bad at the moment. Nothing too obvious that it's been opened or anything else. But yeah, console number 4 is another fat model. Again, this one has a faulty memory card slot, but other than that, all good. Console number 5 is a black edition Xbox 360 Fat. This one's got a hard drive on there, 120GB hard drive built into it as well, which is cool. Everything looks pretty good on these. From the 2 that got hard drives, everything looks pretty nice and neat. This one has got 2 faults. The USB flap and one of the memory card flaps are down. But other than that, not too bad. A couple of scuffs and things on it, but I think they show up more on the black edition. So yeah, typical condition for the console this age. Cool, that's number 5. Okay, so final console number 6 is our Xbox 360S. Really nice consoles these. This is what I run myself for my Xbox 360 on my drive-in setup over there. I've got a Xbox 360 force feedback Microsoft steering wheel, and I plug it into the nice TV, and yeah, I love it. I love playing on the racing games for this system. Really nice console. Hopefully this one's a working one, because I think if this one works out of all of them, I'd probably cover my cost on it. So yeah, let's give them all a test, see where we get on, and then we'll come back at the end. Cool. Okay, so let's get on with testing them. So this is console number 1. We've got our power brick connector for the fat models, and we've got a HDMI connector. So this TV or monitor, the setup behind it, is my HDMI monitor that I use for generally connecting my Mac into and other things. So it should work for Xbox 360 as well. Let's plug this in. Let's plug in our HDMI. Flipping around. And okay, so we've got power, discs ejecting. We're going to check all the drives for games as well. Look at that. So 1 of 1. It's working. Obviously we're not going to fully test it and play it to fully get and see if it gets overheated and everything else. I can do that as a separate piece. I just want to see if they power up. So 1 for 1. I'm really pressed so far. Yeah, first one, this is one of the silver ones. No game in the drive. Ejected straight away when it came on, but yeah, there's an issue with that, obviously. I think the eject button's stuck or something. There we go. There is a fault with it. Every time you would put the disk drive back in, it doesn't want to stay in. So there's a disk drive fault on this by the look of it. So I class this as a working system. The fact that it's booting up and it's working, I'm happy with that. Cool, 1 for 1. Okay, system number 2. Let's plug in our power brick and our HDMI. Will we have another winner? Let's take a look. Booted as well. I'm really chuffed. I honestly thought these were all going to be totally dead. So 2 of 2 so far, and it sounds like something's spinning in that disc. What game will it be? What game will it be? Assassin's Creed. I wonder how many people have found really cool games inside a drive. Okay, so I think the fault on this one then is the opposite of that other one. The disc will not open. So some of these things are going to be easy fixes. If we take the front panel off, we'll probably be able to open it. Or I can play around with the disk drives, clean them up. They're probably just a bit gunked up over the years, but the fault on this one is that the disk drive is stuck and it's not opening up. So I can't get that game back out. So somebody's obviously sold that as faulty. So 2 of 2, I'm pleased with that. Okay, third console. This is the standard edition without the silver disc tray on it. Plug in the power. I'm pretty sure these got HDMI. Yeah, these got HDMI as well. And we're going to power them on. Well, we have 3 of 3. God, this is working so well so far. This one's a bit grubby, but I think this is just where I had it in the car, in the boot of the car. Again, booting up. I am so chuffed with this so far. Will they have a game in it? It doesn't sound like it's spinning up a game. Okay, these have all got disc tray issues by the sound of it. This one's not opening at all. Okay, so they all got a bit of work to do on them. They all need their disc drives looking at so far, but they're all booting, and to me, if it's booting, that's the biggest part of the problem. So yeah, absolutely chuffed with the 3 of 3 so far. Let's have a look at console number 4. Okay, console number 4 is the silver drive with the hard drive on top. So let's plug this one in. Again, the hard drive we could always swap and put it onto another system if this one fails, but Let's take a look and see if it works. Power them on. Okay, this one's not working at all. So this one's not even showing any kind of flashing lights and nothing on screen this time. Wonder if it could be an output issue, whether it doesn't work like working on the HDMI. No, so same issue, nothing on screen and no power, no output on it. No flashing lights though. I'll have to have a look into this one, see what the issue is, but that one's a fail. Okay, final one of the fat models is the black one with the 120 gig hard drive in there. Let's plug him in, see what we get out of it. Okay, so we got power. This one looks like the case has actually been opened before, as that front on, and we got output. So this one's working again, working to a decent level. That is powering up. I'm happy with that. Any game. I don't think it's got a game. Ooh. iTango signed in. Okay. So this one's obviously still got somebody's profile set up on it. Drive is going to open, I think. Thinking about it. No. No, it doesn't want to open. None of these want to open. It's DVD drive with all of them. Okay, either way, it's not working. We're going to need to take this one apart as well. DVD drives on all of them. I'm guessing that's a common fault with Xbox 360s then. So yeah, let's have a look at the Xbox 360S and see if we got any luck with that one as well. But I'm really pleased with this so far. Another working model. Cool. Okay, console number 6. We're switching over to the 2-pin connector for the S model on the power brick. So let's plug this one in, see if we get anything out of this one. Okay, if this one works, I'm going to be really chuffed because that's 5 out of 6, I think that'll be then. So we're getting power, which is good. Ooh. And we're getting output on screen. This is a really good bundle for the faulty console bundle. I'm really chuffed with it. Oh. Okay. The Xbox 360 console is designated to automatically shut down and protect it from insufficient ventilation. Okay, so this one looks like it's got a bad power fan issue on there. So there's something. I can feel the fan spinning. But this one's obviously got a fault on it. Okay, so it's booted up the second time around. I'm guessing this one's got an overheating issue. So if it came up with that message, I'm guessing that the last time this was used, it overheated. Oh, I've already ejected the disk drive. Let's have a look if that opens. Come on, you're gonna open. It's stuck. It's reading the disk. It's trying to open the tray. Why are Xbox 360 so poor with their disk drives? No, jammed again. So all of these are going to need their disk drives looking at. But other than that, I'm really chuffed that 5 out of the 6 are booting. This one particularly, I know if obviously this one had that error about the heat. This one's got a couple of cracks on the fins here as well. The fan is spinning, which is good. It's probably just a thermal paste issue. So we can redo that, sort the drive out and get everything sorted in one go and hopefully get that up and running again. But it's working nice as in at the moment, but I'm guessing as soon as we put a game in here and start having a blast on it, it's probably going to overheat and switch off again. So cool, let's do a quick wrap up and have a look at what we think we're going to do with these next. Cool. Okay, so 5 out of the 6 were working. Who voted 5 out of 6? I don't think anyone probably would. If you did, then maybe I'll sort you out with a Goodwin's Place sticker or something. I can't think of anything else to send out, but yeah, well, I've got some Goodwin's Place stickers if you want one of those. let me know in the comments down below, and I'll stick one in the post for you. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. 5 out of 6 consoles booting. I know they're not fully tested and things, and that Xbox 360S certainly has probably got a issue with the heat sink and things on there. I'm guessing the thermal paste needs replacing, and that it was overheating, because that message on there showing that the system had turned off, it was almost like a recovery mode type message of a warning that it's been switched off on its own, and be careful switching it back on. So, but when we did switch it back on, it's booted into the dashboard, and that's the main thing for me. I can strip these down. All of these are going to get stripped down and serviced anyway, so the disk drive's sticking. I'll be having a look at those, having a look if there's any common faults with the Xbox 360 drives. Clearly is. So there must be loads of YouTube videos out there, so I'll be watching all those over the next week or so. And then the next thing to do with these, I've just ordered in a load of kit from AliExpress, so they've just arrived. I've got a JTAG system, an RGH system, and the programmer to go with it. So everything is here now that I can JTAG or RGH these systems, so I can mod them so they can play international games. They can play, you can store games on the hard drive and play them. These aren't great compared to the original Xbox, which I've got down here. Emulation, they're just not good at it. But the good thing about it is, if you wanted to, you'll put a bigger library on there with a bigger hard drive. As you know, I'm going for a decent set of Xbox 360 racing games at the moment, and yeah, it would be great if I didn't have to keep swapping discs all the time. I'm still going to collect the physical copies, but yeah, let's see what the issues with these are like over the next couple of weeks as well, because I'm going to have to strip them all down, clean them out. I probably won't do a video for each of them, it'll be a bit repetitive. But if I find anything interesting, I'll certainly take some photos, stick them on my Instagram, follow me on there. I'm Goodwin's Place. I'm on Twitter as well, don't use it as much, and there's goodwinsplace.co.uk, the website as well. Again, I post most of my links and things onto my website. If I've got any cheat sheets and things around how to do the soldering for the Sega Master System and things, they all go onto the website as well, so have a look at that. And of course, if you're not subscribed already, drop a subscription down below. Give us a comment, let me know how close you got to how many you thought were going to be Red Rings of Death. I honestly thought if I got 2 out of it, if I got that extra 360S and another console, I would have been happy. To get 5 consoles booting was really cool. I can't get that Assassin's Creed game out. I tried again off camera just to see if I could get it to eject. I'm going to have to take that system apart and have a look at that drive, but other than that, really chuffed. Surprised it's only 1 game out of all of these in the drives. Maybe when I do get into opening them up, there'll be other games in there. They just weren't reading or something else as well. So yeah, we'll have a look at that in the future. Hope you've enjoyed that. Nice quick video, something a little bit different. Again, I'll probably do some of my RGH and JTAG videos, because I've not done that before. So I wouldn't mind filming some of that and putting that on YouTube. But I'm not going to go into every one of these individually, but we'll do a little bit of a wrap up on those in a few weeks' time. Cool, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.